Welcome, fellow dog heroes. Today, we are on a mission, a very important one. We're going to create a safe, awesome outdoor space for your canine sidekick. So let's get right to it.
So here's the number one challenge for any pet parent, right? It's that constant balancing act between freedom and safety. You want your best friend to run, to play, to be a dog, but you also need that peace of mind. Well, think of this guide as your new superpower. It's going to empower you to build that perfect, secure play zone completely worry-free.
Okay, first up, the mission briefing. Why is this whole quest so important anyway? Well, it's simple. Every single dog deserves a safe spot to play, and every hero, and yep, that's you, deserves to kick back and relax knowing their sidekick is protected from stuff like busy streets or even just getting into the garden.
So you might be asking, when is a temporary fence the right move for me? Well, let's break it down. If you're a renter, perfect. It can move right along with you. Just need something for those summer barbecues? It's the ideal seasonal setup. It's also an amazing way to protect your prize-winning petunias or create a safe little boot camp for puppy training. It's a seriously versatile solution.
Of course, every hero needs the right tools for the job, so it's time to choose your gadget. Let's take a look at the different options in your arsenal for creating that ultimate doggy boundary.
So, here are our three main contenders. First up, you've got portable panels. These are sturdy, they're visible, and honestly, they're great for most yards. Then, you have the super high-tech choice, wireless systems. They create a totally invisible boundary. And for simpler needs, there's lightweight mesh. It's affordable and really easy to set up. It's all about matching the gear to your specific mission.
All right, you've picked your gadget. Now it is time for the main event, the DIY fortress build. And trust me, this is an exciting weekend project with huge long-term rewards. You get this amazing sense of accomplishment when you create a safe zone that you built with your own two hands.
So, what's in the box? A good kit is kind of like a hero's supply drop. You get everything you need. We're talking tough galvanized steel posts, some really rigid welded wire mesh, and, this part is absolutely key, a dig-proof barrier apron to stop any of those little escape artists who love to tunnel their way to freedom. And of course, all the hardware is included.
And here it is, the fortress assembly sequence. You know, it's surprisingly simple. First, you just plan your layout, then you drive in the ground sleeves, pop in the posts, attach that mesh, and the super important dig-proof apron. And finally, you install and test your gate. And you want to know the best part? No heavy machinery, no concrete. You can do this.
So, your fortress is built, but some dogs, well, they see a fence as a fun new puzzle to solve. And that brings us to our next mission, thwarting the escape artists. It is time to think like your dog and stay one step ahead of their clever little plans. Let's talk tactics. For the jumpers, height is everything. You're probably going to want at least 6 feet for those really agile breeds. For the climbers, a coyote roller on top makes it pretty much impossible to get a grip. And for our little diggers, that dig-proof apron we talked about, or even just some heavy pavers along the base, will stop them right in their tracks. Now, let's shift gears and talk about the high-tech alternative. For some heroes, the best tool is actually an invisible one. A wireless dog fence uses technology to create a boundary without any physical barrier at all. It offers a totally different kind of freedom. The upsides? They're pretty clear. They're affordable, especially for big areas, and they're completely portable without blocking your view. But, and this is a big but, there are some major trade-offs. For one, they don't keep other animals out, and their success depends 100% on consistent, patient training. Just remember this, the collar doesn't train your dog, you do. But your mission doesn't have to end at your property line. The real power of a portable fence is its versatility. It can take you and your buddy far beyond the backyard.
I mean, think of it as your dog's mobile headquarters. You can create a pop-up safe zone at a family picnic, set up a secure pen at your campsite, or use it for super focused training sessions. It can even be a safe, quiet recovery space for a dog after surgery. This kind of flexibility is a total game changer.
A hero's work is never done, and a fence is only as good as its installation. Let's be clear, this part is non-negotiable. A proper setup is the key to safety, to security, and ultimately to your peace of mind.
And really, it all comes down to a few key safety rules. Pick a flat spot that's got a nice mix of sun and shade. Before you even start, check all the parts for any sharp edges. Make sure you anchor the posts deeply so they can't be pushed over. And then, maybe once a month, just do a quick walk around to make sure everything is still nice and secure.
Okay, you've built the fortress. Now it's time to make it a home. The final and maybe most fun step of your mission is to transform this secure space into a beloved home base that your canine sidekick is actually excited to be in.
And it can be surprisingly easy. Always have fresh water out there, and a comfy weatherproof bed is a great touch. Make sure there's some shade for those hot days. Rotate some durable toys to keep things interesting. And here's a pro tip, maybe even add a little digging pit with some sand to satisfy their natural instincts. A happy, comfortable dog is a secure dog.
And really, when it's all said and done, it all comes down to this. This is the ultimate reward for your mission. Your best friend gets the freedom they crave to enjoy the outdoors safely, and you get the priceless gift of not having to worry.
Before we wrap this up, let's tackle a few common questions we get from out in the field. The details that can really make or break your mission's success.
Okay, this is a big one. Literally. What if your sidekick is more of a superhero-sized powerhouse? Can a temporary fence actually hold a really big, strong dog?
Absolutely it can, but you have to choose the right gear. For those large, powerful breeds, you need to level up. We're talking commercial-grade welded wire or heavy-duty chain link panels, and make sure they're at least 6 feet tall and have really, really sturdy ground anchors. For the big dogs, the right equipment is crucial.
And we want to give a huge shout out to our source for all this valuable intel, Doggozilla magazine. They basically provided the blueprint for today's entire mission.
And just like that, your backyard mission is complete. You are now officially equipped with all the knowledge you need to build an amazing safe haven for your dog. So the only question left is, where will your next adventure together take you?